I, I request all of you to be very active and participative as usual. So in the last class, we have discussed about motivational theories, content theories, and process theories. And let me repeat a quick recap or flashback for the benefit of everyone. Can we have our cameras on if you don't mind? Yes, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So that I feel connected to all of you and I feel that I'm talking to people. Okay. So today I have two things on my mind. One, to discuss about both these theories, content and process theories. Second, jump on to another topic called David Kolb's learning styles of theory. Okay. So let me share my, okay, anyone who can revise, just a minute. Let me mute everyone. So in my last, yes.
So in our last class, which we had on last Sunday, we discussed about ROI. We discussed about various elements of ROI, like the benefit and the cost. And we had an example by discussing examples of Tata Motors, that how we find out our ROI by using benefits and the cost. And then later, sir, we discussed about the overview of theories, content theories, and process theories.
Yes.
That you shared that the major part will be discussed in the next class.
Yes. I'll do that. Thank you, Bharatji, for that quick introduction and recap. Thank you so much. So can we begin with content theories and process theories?
Yes, please.
I'll touch upon. Are you taking the class for the first time? Someone, Abhishek. Abhishek, any question to you, Abhishek ji?
Like attending our class for the first time.
Okay, you are attending for the first time.
I think I missed. Yes, I think I missed last class.
Okay, this is my third session for you. Okay. Dear learners, dear friends, it's a little difficult for me to touch upon every theory in detail due to the paucity of time. So what I will do is I will be telling you the essence of each theory, and thereafter I request all of you to refer to the course book and read in detail on that. Is that okay? I'll tell you the essence, the summary of each theory, and quickly after this we will jump on to the next topic. We have some exercises to be taken up, and these exercises are based on David Kolb's learning styles. Is that okay? Okay, but I'll assure you that whatever I speak will be absolutely clear, lucid, and comprehensive. You will not get jumbled up, you will not have any ambiguity once I touch upon these theories. Okay, allow me to share my screen, and please tell me if my screen is visible to you.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, these are content theories. Quickly, the summary of content theories means I refer to this famous Hindi Bollywood movie dialogue, Roti Kapda Makan. Content theories basically deal with motivating factors or factors that motivate people to achieve things in life. Things could be basic like roti, kapda, makan, And from there on, they reach the highest level of aspirations. For example, somebody has a dream to own a private chopper. That also is a motivational factor, that he or she works very hard and is absolutely dedicated to a certain cause or to a certain reason. So, content theories deal with factors, or content theories deal with certain factors which motivate people to achieve some content in life or chase some content in life. Okay, we will begin with Maslow's theory of motivation. Very simple, very common. I'm sure this is known to all of you. Okay, just look at this. This is Maslow's theory of motivation, or also called as Maslow's hierarchy needs. These are all contents in life that people look for. Hence, it is under the banner or under the category of content theories. Psychological needs, like I said, roti, kapda, makan, uh, kapde, warmth, kapde. Okay. Then, once these are achieved, the person jumps on to the next layer to seek safety. To seek safety. Okay. He tries to buy an insurance policy. He tries he tries to buy a personal vehicle. Suppose he has a two-wheeler, then he buys a helmet. That's all safety. He buys an insurance policy. So after filling in the basic needs, essential needs, the next layer is safety. From then on, the third layer is also called as social needs or belongingness. I don't need to tell you that we are all social animals. So we all want social connect. We all want to be in social circles. Now, to justify this fact, in the olden days, there used to be a very harsh punishment called as solitary confinement, where people were caged and put behind bars in dark rooms, and nothing more than that. He was isolated from the crowd, and this was a terrible punishment because when we don't talk, we go mad. This is an indication that when this social need is taken away, people slip into depression and eventually start developing mental disorders. Then esteem needs. Then esteem needs. We all want to have, I want to give you an example here. Physiological needs, like we all want uh, clothing to cover our bodies. When we earn a first salary, probably we have come a hard way, learned through scholarships in a government school. We get our first job. We are really not bothered of what brand of shirt we are wearing. We just want to cover our clothing. Then on, this person, due to his hard work, becomes a manager, becomes a head, becomes a project head, project director. Then he is now concerned about a little social status and esteem in the society. Then he goes on to buy a branded shirt or a branded clothing or branded pair of shoes, a branded car, branded perfume. This is esteem. Self actualization is the stage next to this, where people become all. Uh, there is some disturbance. I don't know who's.
Nandan, could you please
Please be a little disciplined. People who are on call or unmuted, because we are on air. This is getting recorded. Okay, fine. The last stage is self actualization. Self actualization is a stage where it is believed that people reach their highest potential. They become all independent. The best in them comes out. So that is the last stage that people have something to achieve. For instance, a player who makes a debut in a team goes on to become the chief coach or the chief selector. It's a journey. Now, he can only become chief selector provided he has all these needs fulfilled. Okay, so this is Maslow's theory of motivation, very, very practical and has got a wide application, especially in an array of sectors. It could be insurance, it could be in banking sector, how to motivate people, what award to be given when, or when a particular award is to be released, launched, given, announced. So motivation, or Maslow's theory of motivation, has its application in the corporate setup to motivate people. This gives you a guideline what to announce when. Okay. Next, you can also refer to your course book as and when I touch upon different theory. The next one is Herzberg two-factor theory. Herzberg, you can see my slide. Herzberg two-factor theory. He says there are two factors. One factor is a motivating factor. The other factor is called as a hygiene factor. Hygiene factor in the sense, the factor or the force that makes him stay as it is. It doesn't deprive him, it doesn't lower him, but hygiene factor is a factor that just makes him follow the status quo as it is. It doesn't elevate him, it doesn't uplift him, or those factors which do not uplift a person to the higher standard is called hygiene factor. And motivating factor is a factor, or are the factors which elevate or motivate people to the next level. So Herzberg further goes on to say that in a corporate setup there are hygiene factors and there are motivating factors. Her hygiene factors could be organizational policies. They don't motivate, but they just push him along. That's all. Just stay relevant as it is. Motivating factors could be salary policy or remuneration policy. So that could motivate. Next, McClelland's theory of motivation of needs. The essence of this is, do you all, or have you all got your course book with you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please refer to this McClelland's theory.
Yes, sir.
There are three types: need for achievement, need for affiliation, need for power.
Yes, page 14.
Yeah, page 14. McClelland's theory of needs: need for achievement, need for affiliation, need for power. Need for power. So the first element of that is need for achievement, wherein people are driven by this need, or people are motivated because they will be rewarded, they will be recognized, they will be given with prizes, they will be declared as a winner. That's what drives people, that's what motivates people. Okay, that's called as need for achievement. We are here to achieve, hence this is driving us. That's a driving force. Next, need for affiliation. You see, people join social clubs, people join entertainment clubs, people join recreation clubs. That's because the need to get associated or affiliated is driving them hard. Relations, friendships, associations, bonding. So the content is intangible here, but then it's a need. Next, need for power. People are in a race to get power. People are in a race to occupy chairs. People are in a race. People are power hungry. Good or bad? Uh, well, we can debate on this. We can debate on this. Nonetheless, there are some people who are in a race, they're in a race to occupy a particular chair, position, hierarchy. They are driven by this need. They are power hungry. Hence, that keeps them motivated. Okay, again, intangible. Content is intangible. What Amitabh Bachchan has said in the movie is roti, kapda, makan. Now, all these three are tangible. You can touch roti, you can touch your makan, you can touch your roti. But then there are some intangible things also, and those things are being discussed here. Okay, so that is McClelland's theory of motivation. The summary, the essence. Next is ERG theory. Elderford's ERG theory. Very simple. E for existence, R for relatedness, G for growth. Slight deviation or slightly connected to uh, the first theory, that is Maslow's theory of motivation. Existence is the person wants to survive first, then he wants to get related, R, then he wants to grow. Very similar to what Maslow has said. E for existence, R for relatedness, G for growth. I want to survive, I want to exist. Hence, there is some force which is driving me. Okay. Now, you must have seen, typically in a test match, I'm talking about cricket. Typically in a test match, when conditions are very hostile, conditions are unfriendly, the best of the best batsman looks to survive there, doesn't go for fancy shots. He looks to survive there when the bowling is absolutely hostile, because the need to survive there is motivating him. Relatedness, when we enter an alien territory, things are unknown, we want to relate it, we want to show, or we are in search of good relations. We don't become very dominant, we are submissive, because we are in an unknown territory, uncharted path. So we become submissive, we become inquisitive, what, where, when, how. Then G, growth. We want to grow. Hence, we take up additional courses, like you have taken ISTD diploma program now because you want to grow. You are seeking promotions. You want to grow on your knowledge level. So all these are growth related dimensions. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we will go
Yes, sir.
on to process theories. Now we will go on to process theories.
Hi, I have a question, sir.
Yes.
Uh,
Jagrati?
so yes, so you have touched upon the theories
Yes.
probably on a very comprehensive manner.
Yeah.
So do we need to go into the details of the theory for preparation and for understanding and also for exams and all, or just how to apply it will be sufficient?
How to apply will be sufficient.
Okay.
This will help you. The reason you have to understand this is this will help you to design your training programs better in future, or your reward policy. If you are in in a HR team which is taking care of incentives, which is taking care of remuneration, you are in a training department, you want to motivate people, then there is a need to understand what are people looking for. And how should our training programs be designed accordingly or configure accordingly? Suppose people are power hungry. How they don't need, there's no need to motivate them. But you have to tell them that in order to achieve your goal, we know you're power hungry, but then the path that you will be taking should be ethical.
Okay. And
Are you
from
getting
the
it?
point of view of examinations, also we should be able to
Examination will be, at least my perspective or my take on exams will be completely application oriented. You will not be asked to write definition.
Okay.
You will not be uh, what do I say, forced to mug up the things and respond, or probably give out the same that you have mugged up. No. Exams will be application oriented. Assignment will also be application oriented.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
if
helpful.
you if you understand the crux, if you understand the crux, that's it. You can apply, you can implement.
Thank you.
Okay. We will go on to the next part, which is process theories. Now, after roti, kapda, makan, these are the essential components of life. We will now discuss about process theories. Process theories deal with the way people chase their goals, the approach or behavior that people adopt in their life to seek their goals. Okay. We will start with something called Skinner's reinforcement theory. If you have a pen and paper, I request all of you to, okay, just a minute. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Make
Yes, we
something
can.
like this. Make a diversion, something like this. Positive and negative. Okay. So Skinner talks about two types of reinforcements: positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. Negative reinforcement is through punishments, coercion, to make people learn. Positive reinforcement is through rewards, is by recognition. For instance, suppose one sales executive has performed very well, the approach that he has adopted or has resorted to is very disciplined, time bound, very punctual, always hungry for success. You reward him and say, please continue the process. Very simple. The approach that you have adopted is absolutely acceptable. Carry on, continue to give your best. We are very happy with you and your approach. You're time bound, you're sincere, you're disciplined. You need not be told, or you need not be reminded, you need not be reprimanded at all. Please continue. Give rewards. Let them stay motivated. Keep them motivated. Next is negative reinforcement. For example, in a government setup, in a government office, an officer was caught in a scam. He was accepting bribe and he was suspended. It's negative reinforcement saying your approach is unacceptable. All right, you want to make money, you want to be successful, you want to directly jump onto self-esteem needs, all right. But then the approach that you have adopted is unacceptable. Hence the suspension order. Negative reinforcement. Now, ideally, this suspension order is probably a hard lesson. It's a stick policy, but then when taken in the right spirit, that should only motivate him to change his process. Hence, reinforcement theory is a part of process theory. Are you getting me? Am I clear to all of you?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Okay. So we
Yes,
will
Yes, sir.
we will move on to the next one, which is Vroom's expectancy theory. If you have your course book, you can please refer on to this. You can please refer to this. Vroom's expectancy theory. Okay. There are some ratios that you will come across. Okay. P is performance. E is expectancy. Now, very simple. This theory says that performance should be more than expectation, and expectation should be less than, in other words, to make it very simple, performance should exceed expectations. Vroom's expectancy theory says that there are certain expectations at the workplace. There's no doubt about it. In terms of quality, in terms of output, in terms of performance, there are the expectations saying you have to reach this level of quality, you have to reach this target, all that. Now, ideally, there are chances when, or there are probabilities when expectancy is too much, it only results in disappointment. Okay. So expectancy theory says expectation should be based on person's ability to perform. I hope you are able to understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it is clear.
Okay.
Very clear.
Very clear. So we will go on to the next theory, which is goal setting theory. Locke's goal setting theory. Okay. I want you to interact here. Have you all set some goals for yourselves?
Yes.
If yes,
Yes, sir.
if
Yes,
yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
you can
Yes,
you can
sir.
please share
Our goal.
Like
any goal.
completing this ISTD certification program successfully, one of the
Okay.
first
Yes,
steps.
one of the goals. Yeah. Next goal: lose weight by next 2 months. A goal. Agree?
Yeah, could be.
Yes, yes. That is
Yes.
actually one of my goals.
Yes. Right. Be healthy. A goal. Keep fit or be fit. A goal. Buy a
Reading
car.
book,
Reading book. A
reading
goal.
every
Yes.
day.
Every day.
So short term and long term, both goals together.
Yeah. Both goals. Both goals. Both the goals. Read a book. 5 pages each day. 10 pages each day. A goal. Complete this book by next month. A goal. Okay. Now tell me.
Yes.
Now tell me. When you set goals and when you start chasing these goals, do you adopt a process in life?
Yes, sir.
Do
There's a
these
Yes,
goals
procedure
yes.
for
motivate you?
everything.
Yes, yes.
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 Yes,
So
we follow some approach.
you there is an approach that you follow. So you
Yes.
set your contents aside. You really not uh, invest your energy on your contents. For example, you want to lose 10 kgs by the next 2 or 3 months. You adopt a particular process in life. You get up early, you go for walk, gym, whatever. or cardio. Next, you go to office, you stop the intake of tea, coffee, beverage, you reduce your party goings, you start eating healthy. Is it a process in life?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when goals motivate you to adopt a particular process in life, that's goal setting theory.
Okay.
Any goal. Okay.
Very much clear, sir. Thank you for giving us live examples. Thank you.
Yeah. Then the next one, the last one, is Adams equity theory. Adams equity theory. It is a theory that deals with or that talks about the ratio between input and output. Okay, I want all of you to draw a weighing scale on a piece of paper in your diary. A weighing scale, or when you go to buy vegetables, there is this vegetable vendor who has a weighing scale. Now, I'm not talking about digital one, I'm talking about the manual one. Can anyone draw and show me something like this?
It is in book, sir. It is in book.
Okay, very good, very good. Lenovo Tab. I don't know your name, please.
Suraj, sir. It is in book, sir.
Yes, Lenovo Tab M8. Yeah. Correct, correct, correct. So something like this. Can you see my screen? Yeah, very good,
Yes, sir.
very good, very good. Michael is doing it very well. I have helped you. Yes, very good. Okay, one side is input. Michael, I'm referring on to your diagram. Very good, very good. The other side is output. Now, as far as your job is concerned, can you tell me what is the input to perform your job better?
The knowledge, skill,
Knowledge,
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 skills,
skills,
no
Motivation.
abilities,
efforts.
different kind of
Time,
approaches,
loyalty, and
Knowledge,
flexibility.
skills, efforts.
integrity,
Efforts.
punctuality.
Experience.
yes, all that.
Your valuable
Our
time.
Value system, personal value
discipline,
system, all
attitudes,
that. What is the output of this?
Results,
Productivity.
Rewards and
Productivity.
results are
recognition that you
Yes,
get.
Satisfaction.
Recognition,
You get
Moments.
engagement.
perks and benefits.
Satisfaction of the job.
rewards, satisfaction, promotion, recognition, prize,
Increment.
award, incentive.
Financial growth.
Better
Agree with me?
performance.
Do you all agree with me?
Right.
Satisfaction, satisfaction, pay hike, promotion, recognition, award, incentive, bonus. Are these the outcome?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Agree. So
Agree.
Adams equity theory says there should be proper balance between I and O. The
Okay.
moment there is imbalance, the moment I goes down, there is a possibility that O could also be disturbed or could go in imbalance. Whenever people find there is proper balance between what they give and what they get, they continue to stay motivated. The moment they feel there is imbalance, they get demotivated. That's Adams equity theory. The moment I feel that I'm not getting the rewards in tune with my contribution, I get demotivated, right? And that demotivation could influence decision making. So that is called as I and O. Okay. So
What
those
is
are
I stand
Yes,
for there?
sir.
I is input. I is input. Input is skill, ability, knowledge, attitude, all that. Okay.
Yes, sir. Very much clear. Thank you.
Clear? Okay, right.
Yes.
All right. Now I'll come on to the main screen. Okay. Okay, fine. Are we all clear now? Process theories
Yes,
and
sir.
content theories?
Yes, sir.
Process
Yes,
theories
sir.
talk about behavior or a particular approach that people adopt in life: ethical, unethical, legal, illegal, whatever. And content theories talk about how people chase their goals to get some content in life. Roti, kapda, makan, basic. After that, intangible ones like good relations, good connect. After that, social belongingness. And after that, the highest that one could achieve is self actualization as per Maslow's. However, the other theories which talk about the other intangible things that people look at: need for power. It's a content that they
Both are
look.
required, sir. Both are required for the motivation of it,
Both are
depending on
required.
the situations.
Yes, both are required. Are we clear on this, all of us?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We will go on to another interesting topic, a little uh, complex to understand, but then this is what motivates me to teach you better. David Kolb's, I'll share my screen. I have another screen to share. Just a minute. Okay, is my screen visible to you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. I want to ask you a question. What is the meaning of performance? Performance is output, right?
Performance is output
Uh,
in
An
relation with
output which
the
can be
assigned
measured.
target.
Output that is measurable.
Measurable.
Can
Yes.
be input as well. Yeah.
the
Performance.
ability.
Ability gives you a certain performance.
Performance
Yes.
is the outcome of activities done.
Yes, fine. The result.
Probably outcome of learned activities.
Okay. Performance can be understood in a better way using this formula. Performance is a function of M, A, and E. M for motivational theories, A for ability, and E for environment. Do you all agree with me or with this slide?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Ability,
sir.
ability can be improved through trainings, can be augmented through trainings. Environment does matter. I will give you an instance. Okay. How many of you are good readers here? And how many of you have read this book by the title Winning Ways Learning from the Sport, written by Harsha Bogle? It's a very interesting
Avin-
book, especially for the corporate employees who are always in the middle of hectic, in the middle of cutthroat competition. Please read this book. It's one of the best
What
books.
was the name, sir? Sorry, would you mind to repeat?
Winning ways. Winning
Winning
ways.
winning ways. You want me to type it in the
Okay.
chat window?
No. Got it, sir. Thank you.
Winning
Winning
ways.
winning ways.
Winning ways. Yes, got it.
And I winning ways. Learning from the sport. Just a minute.
उनका खोल
Yes.
दो लैपटॉप हटा दो
Please check the chat window. I've texted there.
Is this the Winning Ways 2.0?
You can refer one or two. There are two versions.
Okay. Okay, sir. Got it. Yes.
One is more of cricket. Two is more of corporate. Okay. Now, when I talk about culture, there is an instance that I want to draw from this book. Once Bangladesh were playing against the Australians, against the mighty Australians, and they were playing a test match. And Australians were visiting Bangladesh. Day one got over. On it happens to the champions that on that particular day, Australians couldn't give their best. An odd day. They were 6 down for about 200 runs odd on day one of a test match. After the days, after the day was over, during the post-day press presentation or press conference, uh, please be on mute, please. Please be on mute. Garima, okay. There's a press conference. So press conference and two captains were talking or giving their views. The press executives or representatives asked them, how was the day? What's your plan? What's your way ahead? The Bangladesh captain said, we need to think from here on how we must control the Aussies. What we need to see how what we can do from here. Because you must understand the culture that Bangladesh comes from. The next statement that Adam Gilchrist made was, we know how to win from here. And it actually happened that Australians went on to win that test match despite being 6 down on day one. This is all about the team culture, the environment that prevails, that exists in the organization. If there is winning culture, because you must know Australians are champions, they know how to win. So they came from a winning culture. And Bangladesh were underdogs, and winning was a rare event for them. So they never knew what was win, and that too against mighty Australians. So it really mattered to them. I mean, they were surprised that they took 6 Australian wickets. So they were wary of this fact that Australians will come hard the next day. That is why the statement was, we must think what we must do from here on, how to control the Aussies. But then Adam Gilchrist immediately said, we can win from here and we know the ways. This is one example. And the lesson for trainers here is to build a winning culture. Skills, okay, they matter. Knowledge matters. Attitude matters. But then the culture in which people play is also absolutely important. Okay? Let's go on to. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please look at this slide. It says experiential learning. What is experiential learning? One quick review from anyone.
When we
Learning
learn
by
through
doing.
experiences.
Learning by doing.
Learning by
Learn,
doing.
learning through direct experience. Learning through learning through direct senses is experiential learning. Okay. This is just a reference point, but here is something which is absolutely important. Okay. Here is absolutely. something which is very, very important. Please understand this. Let's have an activity and then we will come back to this. Okay. Let's have an activity and then we will come back to this. Okay. Are you all with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what you must do is, don't take this down. Don't take this down. Just look at this. There are 10 rows. There are 10 rows that you see here. Okay. For instance, the first one, involved, tentative, discriminating, and practical. Out of these, which one is the best fit for you? Which one is the best fit for you? You will have to give the highest marks for that. And the highest mark that you can give here is 4. For example, you like to get involved. That is something that suits you the best, fits you the best. Then 4 is the highest marks. Accordingly, which is the next best for you? You like discriminating? Then 3.
So prioritizing our, to be,
Prioritizing your choices, prioritizing your personality, prioritizing what do you actually do, what do you like.
we number to
One,
1, that is
one,
more primemost,
4,
right?
4 is the highest.
Highest, okay.
4, 3, 2,
So
1.
we can take 2.
4, 3, 2, 1.
No,
One
no,
is
we can take 2. If I want to take involved and practical,
no.
so
It
I
has to be
can.
it has to be in sequential order, descending order.
Okay.
4,
So
3,
can
2,
you
1.
please just once again explain?
So 4 is high and
that?
1 is low, correct, sir?
4 very high, 3 little lower high, or little lower than that, meaning high. 2,
So I have to take from the row 1 first, you know?
yeah,
One
yes,
of like okay,
yes.
okay.
Select first row. Look at all the words mentioned there. Give highest marks for the one that suits you the best. Don't repeat the numbers. 4, 3, 2, 1 is the sequence. 1 is the least, 4 is the highest. Suppose you are not practical at all, then 1 should be the mark given to that option. Okay?
So, sir, in third
Done that.
row,
Hmm.
if I am going to give the maximum mark for watching,
Hmm.
then 4 will be for watching,
Hmm.
3 will be for thinking, 2 will be for doing, and 1 will be for feeling.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's how you must do it. So please start this exercise, all of you.
We are just doing the first row, right?
Start with 1, complete all the 10.
All the 10. Okay.
Complete all the rows. And one more important, it should be an impulsive answer. It should not be a thought answer. It should be impulsive answer. The first choice.
So after completing the exercise, are we supposed to do the total vertically for each of the columns?
Yes, vertically, please. Vertical totaling.
Sir, all 10 we need to do here.
Sorry, come again.
Sir, all the 10 points we need to complete right now.
Yes.
Sorry, I missed in between. 4 is the highest and 1 is the lowest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
If you have given your honest choice, you will get an exact reflection of your personality, which is to be done now.
It is 30, 24, 22, 24.
Yeah, keep the scores with you. Once everybody's done, I'll tell you what is to be done. Is everybody done with this?
No, sir. Just 5 more
No.
minutes. 2 more minutes, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Just a sec, please.
Yeah. Devinder ji, Jaspreet, any problem with you? Devinder, Jaspreet. You have to select each row and give the highest marks to the word that fits you, and least marks to the word that is very far from you or that does not fit you at all. Devinder, the same is for you.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Done? Everyone?
Yes.
Done, sir.
So no.
Yes, sir. Done.
Just a minute, last.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Like Bill.
Sir, after putting all the numbers, we have to add up.
Yes. And also note these short forms or these clues. CEROACAE. Do take a note of these short forms or these abbreviations.
Add them.
Okay. Now let CE. CE is what? Concrete experience. CE is what? Concrete experience. So the score that you have got for concrete experience must be plotted here. This is CE score. You have to plot here. Suppose you have got 40. Place a dot here. Okay. Next. RO. RO, reflective observation. The area for reflective observation is here. You have to plot RO score here in this quadrant. Okay, suppose you have got 30.
Sir, can you
Suppose you have got 30. The score is here.
Sir, can you go back to last slide?
Okay.
Thank you.
Sir, in this four things are there, right? If we add now, how you are saying, sir, any 10 gonna come, right? Even if you put numbers.
10.
4,
Thank you,
3,
sir.
2, 1. If you put the marks for one row now. So 10 is the total, right?
Calculation is vertical. Addition is vertically to be done vertically.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
What's the name of this test?
This is called as David Kolb's learning style evaluation. David Kolb's learning style evaluation. Okay. AC. AC. The score for AC is here. And the next one is what? AE. AE.
So could you also just tell the full forms of AC and AE?
I'll tell that. I'll tell that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. AE.
It's here for your reference. For example, CE. It's here. CE, concrete experience. RO, reflective observation.
AE.
CE is here. Okay. AE, active experimentation. Okay. AC, abstract conceptualization is here. Concrete experience, CE is here. AE, active experimentation is here. So the score that you have got must be plotted here. AC area is this. AE area is this. AE area is this. Fourth quadrant. One quadrant, first quadrant, second quadrant, the third one, and then the fourth quadrant. Okay. Are you getting me? Go on putting just a dot there.
Commutative.
Go on putting a dot there. Are you getting me?
One doubt, sir. Can you do we need to mark our score on each axis?
Just place a dot.
On the axis, right?
Yeah, not on the axis, on the score. For example, for
on the
CE,
score, yes.
For CE, if you have got 30, this will be your 30 and 30. This will be your score. Okay. And just place a dot there. One. Let's say here, here, here.
Sir, just to reconfirm,
The first
Yeah.
quadrant we need to mark for CE, second quadrant for
RO.
AC, RO, the third one for
AC.
AC, and fourth quadrant is for AE. Correct, sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So once you are done with placing the dots, connect all these dots. Something like this. I- One. So something you will get varied diagrams like this, varied charts like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now see which is the largest of all. What is your dominant style? This is your submissive style, and this is your dominant style. This is your next. Probably this is the highest one. I'm sorry there. The area
Yes.
I can erase and make more. Suppose somebody has got a chart like this where this is very dominant. It could be something like this. Very minimum here. Highest is this. Larger the area, more applicable is that style of learning to you. I'll explain what is the style. Give me a minute. Have you all got the charts?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes.
Everyone?
Done, sir.
Yes, sir.
Keep that for your reference. Keep that for your reference. I'm going to erase all this. Now, please remember these code words. Okay. Now we will go to what is this? David Kolb's learning cycle. CE. Just check for yourselves. It is dear all, please be on mute.
देख कहाँ चलेगा देख
Seems
नहीं
like
नहीं लगा
you're in a tiff with okay. It is impractical to ask everyone what is your style. So I request all of you to refer it for yourselves. By the time I pass on the mic to 112 people, I lose all the time. So these are general things applicable to all of you. Please see if your style is concrete experience. Please see if your style is concrete experience. The style that you generally adopt in life, the learning style that you generally adopt in life is to learn by actually doing something. Is to learn by actually doing something. If your style is RO, or in that quadrant, in the second quadrant, RO, if that is your dominant style, if that is where your chart is very, very dominant, that is where the larger area of your chart lies, you learn by observation. You learn by observation, and observation includes feelings. Okay. Then if your style is AE, active experimentation. You start doing or you learn by experimentation. In concrete experience, what happens is the difference is you experience something with the help of others. Suppose somebody has given a good talk, somebody has had a profound impact on you, you experience that was very good, you start doing that and you start experiencing by doing it. But in experimentation, what happens is you start doing all by yourself. For example, you learn to repair a machine by dismantling it. Nobody has told you, but you do it all by yourself. You actually break it down, then you make it. So you have this experimentation policy. Suppose you want to prepare a new dish today. You try it all by yourself. You try it all by yourself. The next one is abstract conceptualization. This is a style which is more of imagination, creativity style, meaning you start getting different ideas. You have these abstract thoughts. That is how you start learning. This could happen, intuition. This could happen, this could happen, that could happen. You may not go on to do that, but you know the fact that it's going to happen. So you have this abstract idea that today my boss could be very angry. He could shout or scream at me. Hence, let me be submissive today. Let me be very humble today. You learn to modulate your behavior accordingly because you get this premonition that this could happen today. So you learn or you exhibit your behavior based on those abstract ideas that you will get. Are you getting me? You're driving. You get this abstract idea that today there is a chance of accident. So you learn to drive slowly that day. Are you getting me? You are out there to pitch in for a sale or sales. You want to pitch in for a sales. You get this abstract idea that the client today will ask me questions about discount. So let me be prepared on all the discount schemes that are available. So let me present more of discount. So that is abstract conceptualization. Now you see what is your style. Now you see what is your style. I'll stop sharing my screen for a minute.
See.
Okay. Just a minute. Okay, can you share your views now? Are my words in line with your profiles, your charts?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
So I have a query over here.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, the RO and ACE stands the same number. So can a
Yes.
personality be both having the
Yeah,
same number?
yes, very much. It
Okay,
can.
okay,
See,
okay.
please note, we have different learning styles. One is dominant. One of them is dominant. For example, we have two hands. Both are working. However, by the genetics or by body function, one hand is strong or more powerful. Does that happen with all of us or no?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Yes,
We have
yes.
We have two hands, but one hand is that is why we are either right-handed or left-handed. One hand is more dominant. Similarly, we have all these styles with us. We do have all these styles. However, one style is dominant. To justify that, the area under that style has occupied a larger space. Just check with that. You can check.
So I have one question here.
You can check for yourselves. As I've already told you, it is sort of impractical on my side to ask everyone, 108 people, to express their views and charts, because I may miss out on a few and I lose
Sir,
the
I
time.
have a query on there.
Yes.
So as we are going through this module of uh, what David calls learning evaluation.
Yes.
Is it to being a trainer for evaluating our learner? Is it for that?
I'll come to it. I'll come to it. This is my concluding remark. After the session is over,
Okay.
after the exercise is over, when we come to the concluding part of the session, I will express my view on this.
Right. So just I'm putting in addition to that, if, when you are going to talk about it, one more thing would like to know from you, sir, how much it is feasible to have every time this kind of psychometry test?
Okay, fine. I'll answer
Sir,
your
may I
question.
interrupt?
I'll answer
Sir,
your
Anil
question.
Dhabi, I can interrupt.
Yeah, Anil ji, बोलिए.
Sir,
बोलिए. Your voice is breaking. You are not audible. Your voice is breaking. Okay. Seems to be some technical. Oh yeah. Yes, Anil ji. I'm not able to.
It will carry in chat box now.
I'm not able to listen to you. There is some network error from your end. You are not audible. Your voice is breaking. Please try again.
Yeah, so Anil Dhabi here. What I was trying to just say that your way of teaching, the examples that we give are so imbibing and so motivating. So I wish that and respect my colleagues and I request them to leave their questions and their inputs little later, because the flow is so good and we are learning so much from you. So let the flow go on and let us get what you have most to offer.
Yes. Thank you,
sir.
Thank you, Anil. Thank you. Okay. Now the question is, when I am talking about learning styles, what do we learn from and why do we learn for? Is my next question. What do we learn from? Why do we learn for?
To answer this question, I think we can learn from everything. There
Yes.
is no particular one source. It's upon us from where we wish to learn. And what do we learn for? We can learn for, again, then it comes, we can learn for the basics. Like if we talk about our jobs, it could be for, salary increment or bettering our possibility of getting the next designation, or probably just knowledge, or just because I want to learn. Like there's no ultimate goal for it. Just for knowledge gaining.
Very good. Thank you for that. The slide answers my question. We learn from the past. That's called as retrospective learning. We learn from the past. We learn from the current, and we learn for the future. we want to upskill ourselves for the future to stay relevant. We learn from the past. The most important source of all is the past. It's called as experience. Concurrent learning is what we learn from the current moment. Immediate experience. This happened today. Now learn from it.
Experience.
Experience is learning from the past. And prospective learning is learning for the future to prepare yourselves for the journey ahead. The best example is upskilling. Now you have taken up, all of you have taken up this PG diploma program for your future. This is learning for the future. Retrospective, you take a past reference point, you revisit an incident, you revisit an episode, and you learn from it. And concurrent is what you learn from the immediate instance or immediate situation. You had helped someone, but then there was no gratitude from the person. So the learning is better be away from him or her. Perspective, let me upskill myself for the journey ahead to stay relevant. Perspective. Current moment, for example, suddenly you're in the wilderness, and a bear starts chasing you. You're on the spur of the moment, the situation teaches you something. That's immediate learning. Okay? Are you all getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Quickly, something about, yeah, I will share all these slides to ISTD office. From there, it will be posted on the group. You will get a reference. Okay, no problem. Okay. The word or the concept of experiential learning dates back to as almost a century old, 1912. As early as 1912, the mention of experiential learning was made use of or was coined. During the First World War, when the parties realized that it was impossible to teach all the war lessons in the classroom, this particular approach of experiential learning was adopted, where people went on to the field, learned all by experience, learned by actually doing, actually performing. So this concept of experiential learning is almost 100 years old. Okay? And David Kolb's learning style is considered as one of the best learning styles to understand. And all of us have these styles in varying degrees. One style is dominant, or two types are dominant. We have all these types in us. Essentially, one is a dominant one. Now I am coming to the questions which were posed at me. What is the relevance of this? When can we make use of this? You see, in the long run, when you want to develop your people, you can do this profiling once during the induction period when they join your organization. You can administer this test on the people when they join you at the office. And in the long run, when they put in uh, experience, when they put in years with you, you can go on building their profile or their charts, and that will help you in the long run. David Kolb's learning cycle does not give you instant or overnight results. This can be used in the long run, and this can be also used to track people whether they are in line with their learning style or no. You can also design, schedule your training programs based on the styles of learning, based on the learning styles that people have. Suppose somebody likes learning through imagination, so you can make use of more visuals, more uh, creative sessions, more visual sessions to them. If people have this habit, or people have this style of learning through experimentation, give them a chance to experiment. Don't pull them down when they make errors. Don't pull them down. Don't uh, reprimand them when they go wrong. It's an indication that they're trying, they're experimenting. That's the way people learn. If people exhibit this behavior of learning through observation, they are excellent report writers. They are watchful in everything that they do. They are good observers. That's the way that they can learn. So send them on field projects. That's the way. Send them on visits, send them on field trips, field visits. Let them come back with their insights, and they will learn through that way. Probably classroom training may not suit them, may not fit them. All right, basics can be taught in a classroom, but then some things which you cannot teach in the classroom. So you can actually categorize your trainees based on their profiles. So once you have their profiles, allow them to work, or allow them to function, allow them to learn in alignment with their learning style.
Sir, I understand. Thanks for giving an answer. Only one thing, if I understand correctly, it is more related to the individual learner. Okay. The reason of asking that question is like we all are working in corporate. There, in general, we get a crowd of minimum, let's say, 100 or 1,000 colleagues. Okay, we divide them in batches. So still, even in batch, 20 odd colleagues will be there. So is there any possibility of evaluating them also? So that is one
Link that with their job profile.
initial level, what you said, right?
Yeah, link
when you join organization.
Categorization to be done based on their learning style and properly linked or configured with their job level or job description or job profile. For instance, somebody is working in a sales and promotion department or promotional department. They're out there to make ads, digital ads, print ads, all that, web ads. Now these people have a tendency to either work through experimentation or by observing. Our competitor has come out with an ad this way. They observe, and probably there is an improvement over that. Second, last time they had prepared an ad which failed miserably. What is the learning that they have taken from the last experiment? This is how ISRO works. The ISRO scientists work on this principle. The last time we launched this, it was a failure. What do we learn from that? Experimentation technique. Are you getting me?
Right, sir, right.
So this is a tool to categorize people based on their learning styles and see if their learning style is fitting well or in configuration with their job profile.
So I have a question over here.
Yes.
Is it possible for a learner or any human being, uh, can their learning style change after some time? Is it possible?
Yeah, it does change. It does change. It does change, but then basics will remain the same.
Okay, sir.
Instinct will remain the same. It can
Okay,
change.
sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
For example, you must have prepared for your exams in a particular way. For example, reading loudly during your school days. But now, when you sit with a book, you don't read it loudly now. It may have undergone some change.
Sir, I have a question
Right,
here.
sir.
Yes.
Do we take age factor into consideration because learning
Yeah.
metrics?
When you refer to age, job profile does matter.
Right.
Designation matters.
Correct. Correct.
So demographic profile matters.
Right. So even the learning curve would differ based on the age.
Yes, it does. It does. It's learning curve is dependent on several factors. One factor, learning style. What is the learning style? Second, responsibility, position. However, the base for learning curve is learning style.
Okay. Okay. Right. Thank you.
Right. So thank you very much. It's time up. Never realized how did we spend 90 minutes.
Awesome, sir.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for
This
the
was
wonderful
amazing session, sir.
Amazing.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you so much.
very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Good
so
day
much.
to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
We are left with
Thank you,
two more
sir.
sessions. We are left with two more sessions.
Thank you,
One
sir.
session
From the module 1.
one more session will be for role play and outbound, and the last session is a summation of all this. I will revise. I will touch upon concepts again. I will revise basically, and these two sessions will be fun oriented, and do not get any notepad, diary. These are all fun exercises that we will have for the next two classes.
Great. So, sir, last question I just want to ask.
Yeah.
Before leaving, what according to you is the correct style for a trainer to adopt? Although we all have all the styles in us.
Yeah.
To
Based
become-
on need. Based on need. For example, there is a saying, when you're in Rome, be a Roman. For example, you go to teach kindergarten students, the style is altogether different.
The playway
So
method.
there is no one universally defined style for a trainer. It is need based. It completely depends upon your training objectives.
Right.
And just to make it simpler, we don't wear the same clothing all throughout the year, especially in India. During summer, we prefer cotton because
The weather is like that.
You are not audible, Sanjay, sir.
Dr. Sanjay, you are not audible.
Am I not audible?
Yeah, now it's
No,
now it's
no.
it's
Now
audible.
it's fine, sir. Now it's fine.
What I was telling is, in a country like India, we don't use the same clothing pattern right throughout the year or around the year. During the summer, we prefer cotton clothing because it's very hot and we want a bit of air, bit of comfort. During the winter, we prefer woolen wear, hoodies, warm clothing. During monsoon, we want to cover our bodies. We want to use uh, monsoon clothing because we don't want to get drenched. So based on same philosophy, based on this analogy, style of a trainer should be very flexible. It is need based, trainee profile based, and training objective based.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Just like a cricketer prepares for different formats. Test cricket format mindset different. T20 boom boom.
Correct.
So similarly, we should be versatile.
Yeah. Thanks for clarifying.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the session, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the session.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Nice
Thank you.
session.
Doctor. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. See you all.
Same
Thank
to
you
you,
so
sir.
much.
Bye. Take care.
Very
Bye
much.
bye.